Conversation, guys. Feel free to hit the subscribe button. So I just saw a video. Shout out to a couple of my subscribers who actually sent me the video. I genuinely appreciate you guys sending it, always thinking about me. I know you guys want my response on it. Hey, let's send it to friends so I get a fucking response from them. But anyways, man, the interview started off where Adrien Broner needs to take the conversation. And Adrien Broner admitted that Floyd Mayweather sons him, treats him like quote-unquote little nigga. And then the guy tried to take it to a place where Adrien Broner would begin to feel uncomfortable and have to answer it. But because they're somewhat friends, I would believe that there's a level, there's a bridge that they can't cross. Although he spoke the language, he didn't have the ability to take the conversation where it needed to go. And that's why guys like Van Jones, Oprah Winfrey, like him, love him, or hate him, they're able to facilitate the narrative, facilitate the interview, facilitate, hopefully, dialogue and conversation. And I would love for Adrien Broner to feel vulnerable. You know what I learned about Adrien Broner? Whenever he's on the verge of feeling vulnerable, he uses his cleverness to get out. Similar to me when I was in college. Whenever I knew I was on fail a class, I'll tell you guys, I got so many stories. Whenever I felt like I was in a state of losing, I would use my mouthpiece to try and get out of the situation. And Adrien Broner has a very quick mind, very savvy, has the ability to convey his message and still keep the level of comfort, but more importantly, get himself out of the question or out of the situation in which he wants to answer it. And I thought Adrien Broner did a great job at doing that. And if the interviewer would have been more steadfast on dictating the terms of the interview in a clever way, I think we could have got somewhere with Adrien Broner. I would love to interview Adrien Broner. But not during fight week. I want him to be the alpha male. I want him to be the leader. I want him to be the king of the mountain, the king of the hill. I don't want to challenge him, not in any way, on fight week. But I would love to interview him outside of fight week. Maybe I'll call him. I'll get his number. Maybe I'll call him. And you know, it's just, you know, I want the guy to win, man. Like, out of everything you guys see and hear out of my mouth, the purpose of this is for him to win and people who look like him in my community and communities around America to win. You know, he's a symbolic figure. You know what I mean? And I mean, these interviews almost get repetitive. You understand what I'm saying? But, you know, oh man, you know, I mean, he should just go to Hollywood, man. Go to Hollywood, maximize himself. You know, honestly, he would be a hell of a writer. Like, you guys think I'm jiving, bull jiving. I'm not bullshitting. I don't need to pacify anybody. I make my own money. I make my own decisions 90% of my life. You know what I mean? But he would be a hell of a writer. You know, the same reasons we respect 50 Cent. Think about this. I'm not calling him 50 Cent. But I'm talking about in Adrien Broner, in his sharp moments, in his witty, intelligent moments, has a brain like 50 Cent. You understand what I'm saying? But he's too much with the bullshit. He's too much with the bullshit. And he wants attention any way he can get it. That's another thing you learned in this interview. He will do whatever it takes to get attention, to leverage the attention on his behalf. And if you're friends with Adrien Broner, reach out to Adrien Broner before you curse me out in the comment section or before you get my DM on Instagram. I get so many DMs. Why are you hating on Adrien Broner? Why? I'm not hating on Adrien Broner. I'm not. Adrien Broner will tell you, oh, that's the nigga that tried to give me advice. He gonna tell you that. Adrien Broner will tell you out of his own mouth, oh yeah, that's the little, he might call me, I don't know what he gonna call me, but yeah, that's the little nigga, the little media guy, he probably don't know my name, that tried to give me advice. You know what I mean? I literally grabbed his arm at Floyd Mayweather's 40th birthday and looked him square in the eye and say, stop bullshitting. You have a chance to, I mean, he had a chance. They since moved the cards because he was bullshitting, but he could have monopolized the Midwest. Him, Rashid Warren, Robert Easter, and you understand, there's no market for boxing in the Midwest. There's no market. From Chicago on down to Cincinnati, to Ohio, excuse me, all in that region. There's no market at all. So, Al Heyman was genius about it. Robert Easter was selling out. He and Adrien Broner on the same card. Sounds beautiful. It makes for a great song. But Robert Easter started his own promotion company, which is smart. Every fighter should start their own promotion company and get as many fighters as they can under their wing, and maybe one pops. You know what I mean? Like similar to I don't want to mention other fighters' names right now, but yeah, Adrien Broner is a genius with his tongue. He's sly, he's slithery, and he could do it for positive reasons, and he could do it for negative reasons. I ain't gonna lie. I did it for negative reasons. I've conned a man or two out of some money, out of some assets. You understand? But I was the man that paid him back. I don't have no enemies in these streets. I don't have no enemies. If I conned Peter out of $10, I gave him $12 back. That's just real. And I take pride in having the ability to be a stand-up dude. I don't care what anybody say about me. You can call me auspicious. You can call me vain. You can call me egotistical. You can call me short. You can call me black. You can call me nigga. You can call me full of shit. But the one thing you can say about me is I am a stand-up dude. And I'm not, and I say that with pride. I say that with, it took 40 years to get to this place. And I paid back everybody that I conned out of money. I swear to you, I paid them back. Whether it was with time, with a conversation, or whether it's with actual money when I needed it, when I was dead broke. You understand what I'm saying? And that's just where Adrien Broner is right now. He's going to get there. I don't know when, whether it's in heaven or hell, whether it's on earth. He's going to get there. He has to get there one day and see his life from 50,000 feet. Someone has to force him to sit still and sit him down from 50,000 feet. And I know you would clamor. I know you guys, that would be must-see YouTube TV, right? If I get a chance to interview Adrien Broner. For real, if I get a chance, that would be must-see TV. And I think if I did it over the phone, it wouldn't go over well. So I'm going to pull back off of one. I want to interview this guy in person. I'm going to request an interview with Adrien Broner. If he wins, it will be great to interview him with Jesse Vargas because I can get him. But if he loses, he may go to a sunken place. And the reason why I say that is he's never done a post-fight press conference. I've covered one of his losses. I misspoke last time. It said 2. I forgot I didn't go to the Mikey Garcia Adrien Broner fight. I watched it here. But I watched the Sean Porter fight. Sean Porter was in the press room all by himself. And then that's when I was introduced to YouTube on Dante's Boxing Nation that night. June, whatever it was. And it was like 3 fights that night. It was 3 cards. Andre Ward fought Brand and somebody else fought somebody that day. But was it June 20th, June 26th, somewhere in there, June 27th, somewhere in there. But I want him, at the end of the day, I want Adrien Broner to win. I want you to win that hear my voice. But it gets to a point, day and age, where you got to use your talents for the greater good. He's not using all his talents for the greater goods. He's using his greater talents for selfish gain. And there's a book I want you guys to read. I forget what it's called. Oh, shit. It's a great book. And there's 3 stages in a man's life. What's it called? Oh man. I'll put it in a later video. But I want everyone to read this book. And besides mine, just Google my name on Amazon. Feel free to buy my books. I think they're healthy reads for the most part. But anyways, man, enjoy your Sunday. Adrien Broner knows the relationship between he and Floyd, and yet he still seeks attention from him. That means there's something wrong with Adrien Broner. And I'll be there April 18th. April 18th through the 22nd, Thursday morning. I get there first thing Thursday morning. So I'll be going to the final press conference, and it should be fun. So anyways, man, Barbershop Conversations. Feel free to subscribe button. And so you guys know, Herd Laura is in Vegas at the Hard Rock Hotel, same date, April 7th. That should be a fun fight. That's going to be a very interesting fight. Will Jarrett Hurd have the ability to cut the ring off and fight in boxes? If he can't cut the ring off and fight in small boxes, Lara will circle his ass to death. And it's going to make for a stinker. And believe it or not, right now I have Hurd winning that fight. I have Hurd fighting through that right now. But that's not my official prediction. Anyways, man, Barbershop Conversation off the Trader Joe's. And I got to get some running shoes today. So have a great Sunday. LeBron James is in town playing the Lakers tonight. And I'm not going. Tickets are just fucking ridiculous. So anyways, man, Barbershop Conversations. Feel free to hit the subscribe button. Talk to you guys. You got to bring me some cookies. You got to bring. Is it over? Okay. Yeah, we got. Grab some. Get some. Okay. Well, it's been there for years. That's my neighbor. But anyways, man, Barbershop Conversations, man. At the end of the day, learn from Adrien Broner. Learn from Adrien Broner. And you know, like, I genuinely love y'all. And I'm talking about love in terms of the spirit of man. 85% of y'all are men. And the 15% of women, I genuinely appreciate you guys, but I've never been a woman my entire life. I've only been a man. And at the end of the day, I want all our men to be successful. Whatever your greatness is, I want to inspire you to get it out of you. And Adrien Broner is symbolic of so many of my brothers and sisters that didn't make it. So many of my brothers and sisters and my cousins that did time in jail. So many of my brothers and sisters that are in the hood right now that I will never, ever get a hold of and or speak to. You understand what I'm saying? So anyways, man, Barbershop Conversations, man. Feel free to hit the subscribe button. Talk to you guys real soon. Peace.